Special game for us at UCLA because Dusty Lipback's part of the UCLA family. He's part of the UCLA tree of coaches that are out there. What he's done with his program in a short amount of time on the East and putting him in a position year after year to be here. And now not only to be here, but to be in a semifinal and push it to the limit. So incredible, so proud that he's a Bruin and he's doing great things for our sport. As far as us, that's a tough game. They're really good and they have a lot of different pieces, a lot of different weapons and shooters and defenders, and they play very disciplined and they're defensive oriented. We knew it was going to be tough, and in a lot of ways those games, they're hard because you don't have as much information on them. They're on the East. We got to see them one time. But really proud of our guys for staying the course. We went up, or we were down, then we're up, and then we went down, and then we found a way to close. And these guys have been resilient all year, and now they can just kind of let it go now tomorrow. It's the last one, so there's nothing to hold on to or protect. It's go and give it everything we got and have fun doing it.
Questions, Coach. Can you talk a little bit about Makoto's ability to facilitate career high 8 assists for him today?
I won't tell. No. No, look. I say it to him all the time. He's truly a special player, a guy that I believe that could represent our country. He sees the pool so well. I think what people miss is how good he is defensively. He's got to work his butt off all game. Against 5 and 8, 30, and those guys over there. And then he's got to go down on the other side and be a right hand on the left-hander side of the pool. And that's tough, to be in a situation where you're finishing shots, and there's no doubt the way he sees this game, he's a student of the game. He's a facilitator of our team. He's a massive piece. We were without him a couple of times during this year. He makes the team go. And, he does it from a difficult side of the pool. And we're really grateful for those things. A lot of those things don't get noticed, but Mo is a massive piece of our program for sure.
And then to Mo, you had one of your milestone games of your career at UCLA, and you facilitate to 3 of your teammates' hat tricks today. What were you seeing out there, as getting the offense going?
I take pride in my passing, of course. I hear it from Adam all the time. Being on that side is hard. I know he played there, so taking pride in my passing and the situation that I see. I love passing my teammates, so it makes me happy more than a goal. I love it.
I love that because at UCLA we don't care who scores. We really don't. We really don't. So this is what UCLA is all about. How many assists did he have today? He had 8. See, I didn't know that. I was upset with him for losing the ball. So there you go. But that's special. 8 in one game. That's incredible.
How specialized this group of players been? Just bought into your system and embrace that mentality that I don't need to be the one to score. I just need to help the team any way I can.
I'll tell you, this has been one of the most enjoyable seasons I've had in a long time, and I've gone through a lot personally in my life. These guys have kept me going. They've stayed the course when I had to step away. They have made practice fun again. Our culture's in such a great place. They mean the world to me, and look, we still got a game to go, but the consistency that they brought this year as a whole has been just so enjoyable. And we've been in so many situations, players in, players out, people having to step away for personal things. They've been rock solid.
Coach, just to throw off what Dusty was just mentioning, that Mo could have gone anywhere in the country and maybe been a bigger goal scorer, and just to see him kind of buy into his role so specifically on this team, just like you say, he makes you guys go. Just what has that meant to other guys kind of buy so into his role around this team?
Yeah, there's no doubt, that he's a premier shooter. But he's making sacrifices playing on the side of the pool that he does. This guy, he can play the other side of the pool and be one of the best shooters in the country, but he's doing that on the opposite side of the pool. Those are things that we cherish at UCLA. He's giving himself to something greater. And really, that's what UCLA water polo is all about, is, giving yourself to something greater, and the public may not see those things, but really what matters is the program and how we value those things. And there's no doubt, look, even though he's not maybe scoring as many goals as he could somewhere else, he's one of the best players in the country, bar none, and he's doing it at a high level and on a high clip year after year. And here he is in his second has a chance to play the second national championship. So I mean, it speaks volumes for who he is and for what he does for our program.
And what was that message like at halftime internally, down 8-7, and to come out and respond the way you did and you guys did, and bury those shots and execute your game plan almost to a T? Like, what was that message internally at half? By any of you, like, what was the message?
Look, I mean, these guys get it, but for me, it's pretty simple. We have the body of work. And we don't have to scramble to try to do something new, or it was defense starts with making a stop. Then let's get our counter going. And if you saw the way the counter started happening in the third quarter, how we're coming off the back line and getting the ball out, whether it was Gray or Larson, that puts people on their heels in the tempo that they were going at. But it was really channel the focus to the defense. Let's get the counter going with tempo and great structure. And that really starts to put Princeton on their heels all the way into their front court defense, where we're finding our center early. So, we knew it was going to be tough. There was no panic. For me, the thing is, I would have liked to have not had 8 goals at the half, or excuse me, they had 9, I think it was, right? They had 8. We want to try to hold teams to 6, but give credit. They got a lot of pieces, but these guys stayed the course, and they turned it up a little bit with the defense and then the counter. That was a big piece for the second half.
Yeah, Jack, throughout the season, you've been one of the focal points on the team. Freshmen look to you as a leader. They spoke about that all season long. How did you transition to the game? I saw your emotion out there. You were, thrilled to score some goals. 4 goals today, your highest since you faced Pacific earlier in the season. What did it mean to you, and then also to the younger players on the team, for them to get this experience on the national stage, going to the championship, guys like Wade scoring hat tricks in games like these?
Yeah, of course. I mean, we have a great group of underclassmen, and they really don't they don't play like they're underclassmen. They have that maturity to show up in a game like this and have 3 goals. I was just fortunate enough, our mantra before the game was focus on defense, let the offense come, and I was fortunate to be in there when we were getting exclusions early, and one of them, Ben Leafy, set me up from 6 to 2. So he has that vision of the pool that a lot of guys don't have, and it was it was really special, to have a freshman, do that. So.
And then, Coach, Jack brings up the defense, and you've spoke about all season that how the team to win needs to be a defensive team. In the fourth period, there were multiple Princeton possessions that ended without a shot. Can you talk a little bit about the defensive switch going into that fourth period?
Yeah, we got in some foul trouble early, right? His brother, Ben, and Hayden picked up a foul, and then he picked up one on the perimeter, which we try not to do. We like using him at the back half. But Gray was amazing today in the middle. We were able to press more in the second half. They were dumping the ball. Then, Jack here when Gray went out, Jack picked up. Did a great job at the center that afforded us the opportunity to press. We want to put more pressure on our opponents, and we do have that ability. And early on we kind of got caught up when they were moving, and we taking some exclusions on the perimeter. But when we're playing great body positional defense, and our defenders have the opportunity to front, keeping the ball in one part of the pool and not letting it just go all the way over to the other part, it's tough on teams, and that's our goal, and that's what you saw for periods in the second half.
Coach, I don't know if you've talked about this before, if it's something you feel comfortable talking about, but you just mentioned that, this team has kept you going, obviously during the watch for you this year. I mean, just what is it about this group that is very special that it's just giving you that kind of heart just meant a lot to you?
Well, I mean, look, we have a standard, and I push the standard. Look, my dad passed away. it was tough, unexpected. He was at games, and you don't know until you're in that situation how you're going to react and how the guys are going to react, right? And they've kept me going, because it's not an easy period. There's a lot of things going on in my mind for my family and things that need to be done. But they've kept me grounded. They've kept me focused. I got to be honest. I don't know what's going to happen after tomorrow because they've kept me there. Tomorrow evening opens a whole new door for me, because I've just been insulated by these guys. So, and I'm just so grateful for this group and this time we've had together. And the reality is that's tough for a bunch of young kids to kind of carry the torch for their coach, but they've been incredible.
For both, just to go off that, for both of you guys, what's been the mentality like you guys felt with that, just to support your coach through this time?
I mean, for me, what I was thinking, honestly, he's been there for me when I've had troubles with school and anything, family. So he needed to take time to step away. That's fine. We'll take it from there, and we'll carry on. When he comes back, we'll be ready for him to take over. So he needed that. I think he was confident that we were going to step up to the plate and still bring it. So.
Yeah, I mean, all you can do is be there for support. Adam has treated me like family since day one, so I just try to reciprocate. And I'll just be there.